Okay, so this is the continuation of crimes against property. Okay, so Article 308, we will be talking about the crime of theft. Okay, so ang difference po ng theft sa robbery is that okay, sa robbery, there is a use of force upon things as a means of entry, and it also includes using intimidation or violence against a person. While sa theft, okay, there is the absence of those two means, okay, in order to take away the personal property. Okay? Pero ang similarities naman nila is that they both includes taking of personal property belongs to another with intent to gain. Okay? So yun po yung similarities and differences between robbery and theft. Okay? So let's talk about theft in its specific sense. So who are liable for theft? Under Article 308, Paragraph 1, any person who having found lost property shall fail to deliver the same to the local authorities or to its owner. So, malinaw naman dito sa provisions ng Article 308, okay, na kung sino man ang taong nakapulot ng personal property ng ibang tao at hindi ito dineliver or hindi ito isinole sa local authorities or maging sa owner nito, they are liable for theft. Okay? So, sir, paano po ba kung nakapulot ka ng cellphone or any personal property pero wala ka namang intent to gain? Are you still liable for theft? Yes. Okay, what is liable here is your failure to deliver the same to the local authorities or its owner. Kasi kapag ka hindi mo ito pinagbigay alam sa local authorities or hindi mo ibinigay mismo sa may-ari kung kakilala mo, doon na nabubuo yung intent to gain. Okay? Malinaw? Yan. So kahit nasabihin mong wala kang intent to gain, pero you fail to deliver it, yan, dito na lumulutang yung tinatawag na intent to gain. Okay? So intent to gain is presumed once the property or personal property is under your custody. Okay? Yan. And then paragraph 2, any person who having maliciously damaged the property of another shall remove or make use of the fruits or object of the damage caused by him. Okay? So kung sinira mo yung personal property ng ibang tao and then may kinuha ka na part ng personal property na sinira mo and you took it for your own good. So you misappropriated it. Pag sinabing misappropriation, okay, or you misappropriated the personal property, you are using that personal property belongs to another, okay, to your own use or to your own good. Okay? Personal property ng ibang tao, kinuha mo and ginamit mo for your own good. Ang tawag doon is misappropriation. Okay? Another naman na term na ginagamit sa theft is yung tinatawag natin na conversion. Okay? Ang conversion, yung personal property ng ibang tao, okay, ginamit mo as if ikaw ang may-ari ng property na yon. Okay? So misappropriation and conversion. Yan yung mga terms na mababasa nyo sa sa crimes involving property. Okay? Ayan. So paragraph 2, sinira mo yung gamit, okay, and then you make use of the object of the damage caused by you. So third naman is any person who shall enter an enclosed estate. So when we speak of enclosed estate, Okay? So ang estate class, yan yung real property no na pagmamay-ari no ng owner. Okay? Pag sinabing enclosed, hindi lang ito sarado kundi meron itong signage. Okay? Na trespass is forbidden. Okay? Or no trespassing. 'Di ba? Makikita nyo naman yan sa mga bakanting lote na tapos merong mga puno doon. Okay? Tapos nilalagyan nila ng no trespassing. Okay? So, dito, any person who shall enter that enclosed estate or a field where trespass is forbidden, okay, or which belongs to another and without the consent of its owner, shall hunt or fish upon the same, or shall gather fruits, cereals, or other forest or farm products. Okay? So, himay-himayin natin itong third paragraph. Okay? So, yung pagpasok mo dun sa enclosed estate or sa kahit anong lote or bakanting lote yan, kung saan meron nakalagay na no trespassing. Okay? Na pagmamay-ari ng ibang tao. Okay? At yung pagpasok mo doon, walang pahintulot doon si owner. Okay? Kasi kung pinahintulutan ka, sige pumasok ka lang. Okay? Hindi yan papasok dito sa sa theft. Okay? Yan, shall hunt or fish upon the same. Siyempre, kung pahintulutan kang pumasok doon, okay, magpapaalam ka kung pwede ka bang mamitas ng prutas, okay, mangisda, ayan. So, kung pinayagan ka, then there will be no crime of theft. Pero if you're hunting or fishing, okay, or gathering fruits, okay, cereals or other farm products, okay, thereat, na walang consent ni owner, papasok yan ng theft. Okay? Papasok yan ng theft. Yan. So, yan yung three specific ways of committing theft under Article 308. Okay? So, let's proceed with Article 310. Okay? Or yung qualified theft. Okay? So, paano ba nagiging qualified ang theft? Okay? So, dito class, ang difference nito doon sa other forms of theft is that it is committed without the owner's consent and there is a grave abuse of confidence. Okay? Yan yung difference niya between from other forms of theft. Okay? So, pag merong grave abuse of confidence and you take away any property belonging to another without the owner's consent, then that will be qualified theft. Okay? So, let's discuss specifically, okay, when is theft qualified. Ayan. So, if the taking of personal property is committed by a domestic servant, okay, domestic servant. Yan. Pag sinabi nating domestic servant class, okay, they are persons, okay, with whom no the owner have given trust or confidence. Okay? Trust or confidence. Okay? So, ano ba example niyan? Yung mga kasambahay, di ba? Mga driver, domestic servant, naglilingkod sa'yo. Okay? Yan yung mga domestic servant. And take note, domestic servants are always qualified when they took away property. Okay? Yan. Kasi, syempre class, ang domestic servant, kasama na rito yung merong uh, pag-abuso doon sa kumpiyansa or doon sa tiwala nung owner. Okay? Or nung master. Okay? Yan. For example, yung isang kasambahay, katulong, iniwanan sa bahay, nagnakaw ng piso. Okay? Irregardless of the amount class, okay, ang pagnakaw mo ang isang domestic servant na nagnakaw ng piso without the owner's consent and it is committed with grave abuse of confidence, okay, then that is already qualified. kahit na piso yan, kahit na 25 pesos. Okay? Kahit na sentimo lang yan, it is considered a qualified theft. Okay? Yan. Next is, if the theft is committed with grave abuse of confidence. Okay? So dito class, bakit pinaghiwalay yung domestic servant and grave abuse of confidence? Kasi sa domestic servant, it is always qualified. Okay? Dito naman sa grave abuse of confidence, kailangan merong relationship, no, ma-establish yung relationship between the crime committed as well as yung paggamit ng abuse of confidence. Okay? Yan. So, for example nito, okay, so yung pag-abuso sa kumpiyansa, it must be grave. Okay? It must be grave kung saan you are being entrusted, okay, with the custody of something, okay, or you are entrusted not to take care of the personal property or even the real property. Okay? So, ang example nito class is kung yung isang tao, for example, kaibigan mo, 'di ba? Pinahintulutan ka na matulog sa loob ng bahay. Okay? Ibig sabihin, binigyan ka ng kumpiyansa or tiwala. Okay? So, pinatulog ka and then kinabukasan, mayroon ng nakuha mo na yung mga hikaw, kwintas. Okay? So, yung confidence na yon, you gravely abuse, okay, yung confidence or the trust given to you by the person. Okay? Yan. So, okay. So, yung tiwala na yan, klasa, yung abuse of confidence, hindi lang yan yung mababaw na tiwala lang, ha? Yung sobra-sobrang pagtitiwala. Okay? Sobra-sobrang pagtitiwala. Okay? Pero yung sinabi mo na, pero yung kaklase mo lang, ba, kaklase ko naman yan eh. Hindi naman ako nanakawan yan. Okay? So, hindi pa ganun katindi yung tiwala mo dun sa tao. Okay? Not unless kung sobrang pagtitiwala na ang binigay sa'yo. Okay? Kung saan pinapahawak ka na ng susi. Okay? Iniiwan na sa yung susi para makapasok at labas ka anytime you wanted. Okay? So, kapag inabuso mo yan, then that is a grave abuse of confidence. Okay? So, now class, may mga exception dyan, no? Katulad niya sa domestic servant. Okay? Kung pinagkatiwala ka nga, no, sa bahay, labas-pasok ka, pero kapag yung kwarto, inilak ng may-ari, di ba, lalabas yung may-ari, nilak yung kwarto, okay? Tapos ito si Inday, pinagkatiwalaan naman siya na mag-akyat panaog, okay, maglabas-pasok doon sa bahay. Pero, namumukod tanging yung kwarto ay nakalak. Okay, ang ginawa ngayon ni Inday, kumuha siya ng alambre or nung wire, okay, sinundot-sundot niya yung doorknob para mabuksan. Okay, and she took away something. Yan. So, hindi na papasok ng qualified theft yan. Okay, then that will fall on robbery using force upon things. Okay? Ayan. Next, we have number 3. If the property stolen is a motor vehicle, mail matter, or large cattle. So, pag sinabi nating mail matter, okay, so lahat ng may kaugnayan sa mga messages, okay, na ipinapadala sa post office, okay, that is a mail matter. Ang large cattle naman, okay, yung mga malalaking hayop. Okay, mga malalaking hayop. Katulad ng baka, okay, kambing, kalabaw, di ba? Dragon, kung may dragon, dinosaur. Okay, wala naman ganun. And the motor vehicle. Let's proceed with motor vehicle. Okay? Kasi ito clash, yung qualified theft at saka yung estapa, halos magkaparehas. Okay? Nagkakaiba lang sila no, ng isang elemento. Okay. Now, if the property stolen is a motor vehicle. Okay. So, for example, class, no? For example, si si Johnny Sins humiram ng sasakyan kay Sweetie Fox. Okay? Or rather, let's put it this way. Si Sweetie Fox, inutusan yung driver niya na si Johnny Sins. O, Johnny Sins, ah, lagyan mo nga ng, i-full tank mo nga yung gas, yung sasakyan. And then, i-change oil mo na rin at palinisan, i-car wash. Then after that, ibalik mo sa akin kasi aalis ako. Okay? And kinuha naman ni Johnny Sins yung susi. Okay? Johnny Sins acquire only the material possession. Okay? Material possession. If he only acquire material possession but he misappropriated it, okay? Misappropriated, okay? Ang ibig sabihin, ginamit niya yung sasakyan or any personal property for his own good. Hindi niya na binalik, akin na to. Okay? The crime will be qualified theft. Okay? Qualified theft. Now, let's put it this way. Si Johnny Sins humiram ng sasakyan kay Sweetie Fox. Okay? Si Sweetie Fox naman, binigay yung susi kay Johnny Sins. O sige, ibalik mo rin yan ng alas 7. Ha? So, si Johnny Sins acquire not only the material possession, but also he acquire juridical possession. So, when we speak of juridical possession class, okay, it is a kind of possession wherein you or the owner give you the right, no, the right to use that property. Okay? Right over the property. Yan yung ibig sabihin ng juridical possession. Sige, okay, ikaw muna ang bahala dyan sa sasakyan, pero ibalik mo din yan. So dito, meron kang obligation to return it. Okay, pero you misappropriated the same. Okay? So yan, hindi na magiging qualified theft yan, but it will fall on estafa or swindling. Okay? Estafa or swindling. Right? Maliwanag. Okay? Kapag ang binigay naman is the material possession as well as the juridical possession or as well as the ownership. Now, for example, humiram si Johnny Sins ng sasakyan. Sabi naman ni Sweetie Pax, sige, gamitin mo muna yung sasakyan. Okay lang, kahit hindi mo na ibalik yan, sa'yo na yan. Basta, papalitan mo ng bago. No? So, hindi lang material and juridical possession, but also the ownership. Okay, but the accused misappropriated the same. So, dito po, there is no crime committed. Okay, there is no crime committed. No? So, maliwanag po tayo sa number 3. Okay. Next, if the property stolen consists of coconuts taken from the premises of a plantation. Okay? So, merong planta dyan, no? May mga puno ng niyog. Okay? Inakyat mo. Hindi mo naman pagmamay-ari yon. Kinuha mo yung mga coconut doon. Or even, okay, nahulog or pinulot mo yung mga nahulog na coconut. Hindi mo naman pagmamay-ari yan. And then you take away that property outside, no, the coconut plantation. Okay? Next, if the property stolen is a fish taken from a fish pond or fishery. Okay? So, ang ninakaw mo ay fish. Okay? Take note, class. Fish used in Article 310 does not only mean fishes or yung mga isda. Okay? So, fish, kasama na dito yung other sea creatures such as yung mga lobsters, di ba? Yung, yung mga ah, seaweeds, ano pa ba? Lobster, shrimp, okay? Um, yung mga tahong, no? Mussels, no? Mussels, okay, and other kinds of sea creatures. Wag lang shokoy at ano, wag lang shokoy at serena, no? Okay. And if the property taken on the occasion of fire, earthquake, typhoon, volcanic eruption, or any other calamity, vehicular accident, or civil disturbance. So kapag nagnakaw ka, okay, during fire, okay, during the occurrence of fire, okay, sinamantala mo yung sunog, ninakawan mo pa, that is qualified theft. Or earthquake, habang lumilindol, nakuha mo pang magnakaw. Habang bumabagyo, no, hindi makalabas ang lahat dahil sa lakas ng hangin at ulan. Okay, nagawa mo pa rin magnakaw. Or habang nag-aalboruto yung bulkan. Okay, so nagnakaw ka pa rin, or any other calamity, vehicular accident. Nagkaroon na nga ng vehicular collision, ninakawan mo pa yung naaksidente. Or civil disturbance, di ba? Nagkakagulo, riot, okay, rally, tapos nagawa mo pang magnakaw. No? So those are the kinds of those are the kinds of qualified theft under Article 310. Okay? So kasunod po nito is yung crime of estafa.